CEO of UHC, and
Yep.
this is no justification for loss of life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Aetna. I was scheduled for surgery on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was told by my doctors that my spine is being flattened and it's going to paralyze me if I don't get it taken care of.
Mm.
I received a call today from my doctors telling me that Aetna has denied my claim. Do you think this is a surgery that somebody wants to have?
Yeah.
And this is why people turn to, to what that guy did to the CEO. I mean, it's no justification.
So here's what I would say to you. Here, Glenda, hang on the
Mm-hmm.
line here. Hang on. First of all, I'm very sorry that you're having to go through this. That's horrible, and my heart goes out to you. And you should be allowed to have this surgery, and Aetna should be allowed to pay for it. I grew up a couple miles down the road from the Aetna headquarters in Hartford, Connecticut. Billion-dollar building that they own out there. So let me say this. Here's the way I would phrase it, Glenda, and you have a right to be upset. You have a right to be emotional, and I feel for you. But here's the way I would phrase it, and you could tell me if you disagree or not. We should never condone, and I don't think you are, a murder of an individual. But at the same time, let's turn a negative into a positive. You won't see me shedding any tears for Brian Thompson. Listen, he has kids. I think it's inappropriate.
Right.
I think it's inappropriate to make jokes and memes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not saying you would do that. But here's what we need
Right.
to do. Here's my advice to you and everybody else out there. I know there's a lot of stories out there like people like you, Glenda, and I feel for you. Here's what we should do. Let's take that anger and frustration and let's do something about it in a positive way. And let's talk about it. And let's talk about why people are so frustrated. Let's share your story with other people. And let's turn this horrible murder and tragedy, and let's turn to these CEOs and say, this is horrible. We don't condone violence, but you guys need to change what you're doing. There's a lot of people in this country that are upset. We don't want people to turn to violent acts, but we do know some of these people that are very angry are violent. We don't want them to do anything violent, but maybe you guys need to change your business practices a little bit. Let's listen to Glenda and her story and what she's going through and many others. Let's turn a negative into a positive, and maybe in Brian Thompson's death, we can save some lives. That's my recommendation.
I agree.
Good. Well,
I'm not that type of a person.
Good. I want you to give me an update.
same-
I want you to give me an update, and maybe you need another healthcare provider, but I want you to give me an update on your situation. You need to get this surgery. You need to get it done. And if Aetna is not going to provide you with the services that you need, then maybe you need to talk to some other healthcare providers and see what you can get. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I work for one of the best. I work for Emory.
I hear you.
And,
yeah.
I'm just at a loss for word. They're
Well-
going to do a peer-to-peer, and I'm praying that my surgeon gets through.
Well, I'm going to pray for you as well, Glenda. You sound like a lovely lady, and I understand your frustration. Let's not celebrate a death, which I know you're not, but let's turn it into a positive. Let's share our stories, and let's help people understand that maybe don't, and how frustrated we are with our healthcare systems in this country.